There's many different lighting options you can get for your car, whether it be fog lights, spotlights, big LED light bars that go on your bumper, bull bar, or even up on your roof. But today I'm talking about the Yihua Pod LED lights, and this is an option they've just come out with, and it's made for the BYD Shark. This one by Yihua has been specifically made for the BYD Shark, so it's been molded off a Shark roof, so you know it'll fit perfectly, and it's made for it. It's not a universal one where it might be a little bit shorter, a little bit bigger, and you might have to trim things up to make it fit. This will fit perfectly with it. It comes with 3M tape pre-installed, and you get 4 6-inch light bars up the top. You got 2 white and 2 amber. So your white lights will light everything up around you, but the amber lights are good for fog, rain, snow, even like smog in the air. It'll help see through that a little bit. So with this option, you are getting the best of both worlds. Fitting's actually really easy, and you just hook straight up into your fuse box down below with another fuse that you have to buy yourself. And once it's wired up, you're good to go. The wire can be neatly tucked down the windscreen gap, and it fits perfectly in there, I've found. And you got to remove a couple of little trims just to get the wires under when it goes into the bonnet, but after that you can't even notice it. There's a couple of different ways of turning on the lights. They do provide a little remote control that you can turn on the lights with, whether it be inside, outside the car, or it has a little switch that comes off the control box that you can run inside the car and mount it somewhere inside, so you have a switch ready to go. One thing I'll mention with my setup, because I've got the roof wrapped matte black, the 3M tape doesn't stick perfectly to that. So I've just got a piece of Gorilla tape on the front at the moment just to help hold it on there temporarily until I can find a more permanent solution. Because it's designed to go on painted surfaces, you won't have any issues with the 3M tape sticking to it. There are a couple of different modes that I'll show you. So you can just have it on and off, or I'll run through some of the different functions it does have. But the white and amber lights don't work independently with each other. They all work at the same time. So I'll show you a couple of different lighting options it has, and I'll also show you some night driving as well with it on. We're just going to do a quick test now on this road. So this is no headlights. So we're going to put the headlights on now. That's regular headlights. That's high beams. And this is the spotlights. So spotlights off, high beams off, low beams off. This is just the spotlights. So you can see them shining out. Spotlights off. Low beam, high beam. Spotlights again. So you can see it makes a huge difference. Off, we'll do a little flash mode. And that's high beams off. Back to low beams. All right, so I just picked another spot with no street lights here at all. So we're just going to do another test. Put into drive, that's the daytime running lights where I can't control them. They won't stay off. So that's daytime running lamps. Here's normal headlights. There's high beams, and there's spotlights. Incredible the difference it makes. So spotlights off, high beams off, headlights off, and we'll do high spotlights only. So that's just spotlights, high beams. So they work really well in conjunction with each other. Spotlights off. Low beam, high beam, spotlight. Just getting the pre-soak at the moment, and we'll see how it goes with the pressure wash on the lights. All right, here we go now with the pressure washing. One of those jets is a bit off with the pressure washer, and it's a bit strong. All right, here it goes. Not bad overall. Let's see the lights go on. Yep, they still work. Nothing shorted out. Run through some effects there. I mean, a cool feature would be if the yellow and the white light were independent with each other and they could flash differently. So overall, not too bad. So around the lights themselves, water can go in, but I saw it coming out from either corner at the front and it was just pouring straight out. So that's good to know. So it's perfectly sized for the Shark roof, goes all the way to the edges, and it comes over on the pillars a little bit. And you can see with the roof racks as well, they've made the little channel there so it slides over it. You can see it up the top there, how it's mounted. It's got 3M tape on the bottom of it. And it's just a real nice, clean, simple look for the Shark. And it's not too intrusive as well. And as you can see, that cable runs inside here, inside the channel next to the windscreen, and it's barely noticeable. So as I mentioned, to operate, you've got your remote here, or on the control box itself, you've got the little switch here. You can turn them on and off, or adjust the functions here. And you can run that through the plug here, up in there, up into the cabin, and mount it wherever you like. Another positive thing I like about the light pod is that it doesn't increase the height of the car anymore. So you can see here, the antenna actually sticks up a little bit higher. So if you can fit into a car park before, you can fit into one after. So you don't have to worry about the height increasing anymore with it. So it sits probably a little bit higher than the roof rail, but the antenna still sits higher and it won't increase any more height. One more thing I was curious about was how far the remote works away from the car. So we're just at a big open train station car park now, and no one's here. So it's not going to bother anyone when we turn them on and off. So we'll walk it out. We've got a trusty measuring wheel here. So we'll go sort of every 5 meters until it stops, and we'll see how it goes. Five meters away, on off, easy. $10 meters. 10 meters works. 15 meters, still working. 20-meter mark, let's test it out. Still works. All right, off to 25. This is 25 meters. Oh, so it's not turning off. So it might have hit our limit. So between 20 and 25 meters. One more thing I was asked was, after installing these, did I notice any more wind noise on the highway or back roads or anything while driving? But I honestly didn't. Some people say with their other spotlights or the roof racks, they get like a whistling sound. But these, I haven't heard any other sound, maybe a little bit more of a wind noise, but not that much. And these cabins being so quiet, you hardly notice it at all, if anything. So that's the LED light bar pod from Yihua. If you're interested, the link's down below and it should be available at the time of posting this video. Consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.